Welcome to the Moms That Read podcast. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm McKenzie. And today we have a fun episode. Okay, so it's going to be called Book Talk Smash or Pass. And we're going to be talking about tropes like the chaotic, the ones we love, sometimes controversial. And we are going to decide if we love them or if they're going to go in that DNF pile.
We even asked you guys over on Instagram some of your favorite book tropes. And then we put a little poll whether people would smash or pass. And we had some interesting results, I think. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone is such a different reader, and it comes across in like what y'all like is tropes.
Right. And I feel like me personally, I have different standards for romance and fantasy. Like what I like in fantasy, I wouldn't deal with in romance. But like what I like in romance is not necessarily what I want to read in a fantasy. So
okay. I can see that. I never thought about it that way.
Honestly, I didn't either until I was looking at these and I'm like, yeah, I like that in this fantasy book, but I did not like that in this romance book.
True. It probably might not like come across the same way or feel like it's like done the same way.
Right. But before we get into that, we're going to talk recent reads. What have you been reading?
I like not normal for me. I continued on in The Legends of Thesmar by Helen Scher.
Oh,
we're not gonna have our we're not gonna have our vocal tick. No, but it's called Vows in Ruin, and there's 4 books in the series, and it's really good. Oh, I texted you the other day about the burning. I was like, feral for Wilder Hawthorne.
She said it was like Bridgerton.
It was like the first season of Bridgerton when they're in that like inn room, and he's like, I burn for you. Like that is what happened, and I was like, hit the brakes. I'm unwell.
I've only seen the first season of Bridgerton. I have not watched past that.
I watched the first 3. The first 2 are top tier. Loved them, but I also love Anthony Bailey.
Yeah,
and I need him in a book talk role. I don't know what it is, but I need that man in something because I love him.
In something.
Please feed me.
I just downloaded. Sometimes I'll go on Libby and I'll just get like happy when clicking on the audiobooks. Yeah, because I have Audible, but I just like to go to Libby and see what's available. And I am listening to Catch Her If You Can by Tessa Bailey. And it is a baseball romance, it seems like.
Okay.
And it also, I don't know why, the 2 books that I am choosing to read right now both started with their eyes locked and they knew. It's like insta love.
Both
because the trouble with loving coaches.
Yeah. Oh, because he sees
their eyes locked. Yeah. We're also reading an arc of the trouble with loving coaches, but that's for something special coming up. Yeah. Anyways, this one, their eyes locked when they were teenagers, and they've had it for each other ever since. But now they're like, she's 22 and he's like 26, and he is down bad for her, but she's not giving him the time of day because her friend called him.
What?
And I'm like, this could go either way, honestly. I don't know.
So you don't know if he's going to be like the sure thing?
I'm sure he is.
Oh, okay.
Because he's Irish. When he started talking, I did no research into this one at all. When he started talking, I was like, oh, okay. I can handle that. Yeah. But she just got custody of her sister's 2 kids. So I have no idea where this book is
left
going.
Field, yeah.
No idea.
Okay, wild.
I'm in the 3rd chapter and I'm like, wow, this is a ride already.
That's crazy.
So
for 3 chapters, that's kind of crazy.
With Tessa Bailey, sometimes you never know what you're going to get. And her books are always either really good or I hate them. So we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah. Well, I just internally giggled because I looked down in your listening speed. In chapter 3 is 1.75. Man, what? Sorry. I start out a little slower than that.
I tried to start out at 1.5 and then I was just like, can we?
I will say in romance books sometimes I feel like they talk slower. I don't know. And
in this one they're talking a little bit slow, and I can still understand the Irish accent at 1.75 so far. Really, so they must be talking slow.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
Sometimes I imagine going back and listening to something on 1.
Oh no.
And feeling like like that's what I used to listen to. I used to only listen to it on one.
I don't know how you did it. Did you listen to Throne of Glass on one?
I probably started it out that way. Like, because that was probably... No, Throne of Glass was not the first true audiobook. No. I was about to say, no. I listened to, like, the Kingdom of Lies series. I'm trying to think.
On one.
It was probably 1.25 max.
That's wild. That is wild stuff right there.
I've, like, had to train my brain. It's kind of weird. I've conditioned myself.
Yeah.
And now I'm on 1.6 base.
Okay.
But then at the end, when I'm, like, just ready to know what happens, I bump that
it up
sucker
to 2.
up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now let's get into the Smasher Pass.
Smasher Pass. Yes.
The first one I asked you guys about on Instagram was the one bed trope, which I am here for.
Hard smash.
Hard smash. Which y'all are also hard smashers for that too. With 97% of you saying smash and 3% saying pass.
Oh, 100%.
Which again, I was thinking, this is probably one of the ones where in fantasies, I'm like, they have not showered. And they are walking across this hot desert. And this inn does not have running water, probably.
I'm the opposite. Like, I think I would rather it in a fantasy book.
Oh, no. But they're nasty. And they stank in them leathers.
I don't think... I love that they're always wearing leathers. Like, isn't that expensive? And y'all out here playing in the dirt? Like, what you mean?
You know they walk into that inn. There's only one bed. And she is in her mind going, oh my God.
Do you ever think about if their legs are shaved?
It stinks. There ain't no way they shave. There ain't no way they shave. And sweat in the nether regions. And then they talk about going at it in the one bed. And I'm like,
See, okay, I don't ever think about hygiene. In my fantasy world, hygiene does not exist. Or at least I don't think about it because no one takes the time to write about it unless they're relieving themselves. That is interesting to me that's always like added in, because if we're not going to address hygiene at all, we don't need to talk about taking a break to go to the bathroom unless it's going to pertain to the plot.
Like, sometimes I'll be reading a fantasy book and they'll go into, like, I think it was maybe The Wolf King or Direbound, one of those two when we were reading them. They went into like bathing chamber and she was like, I sat there forever because it was so like good. And I'm like, you haven't taken a bath in a month. You have not taken a bath in a month.
See, okay, the position I'm coming from is, oh my God, these people have been fighting wars
and they stay.
We've not gotten any romance interaction, and then boom, one bed. And I'm like, you know what? This is where it usually happens for fantasy readers. So that's the anticipation for me.
You know what?
Not hygiene.
Now you're going to be like, oh my God.
I'm going to think about it. When's the last time they brushed their teeth?
I cannot do teeth. Like, if your breath stinks and you have fuzzies on, you know they have fuzzies on their teeth and they're making out.
Don't throw up. What do we say? In romance books are bad about this. Like when they wake up the next morning and they've just spent the night together, I'm like, don't kiss. Y'all know better than that.
Yeah.
Don't kiss.
Yeah.
It's so nasty.
Yeah. But no, I 100% am down bad for a one bed trope. Either way, I'm fine with it. But like, it always runs through my head in a fantasy.
I have been really ill when I like think that I've gotten a one bed trope.
And
then you don't. Like, you get it.
Like,
but they're
we
like,
just
okay,
recently
I'm
read
gonna sleep on the
a
floor.
book where we thought we got a one bed trope and then
What
he
was
slept on the
that?
floor.
We just read it.
Oh no, I just read one, but you haven't read it yet.
I swear
Play
I
along,
just read it.
But yes, it happened
And
to play
I just
along
read one too. I thought it was a fantasy that we just read.
Was it? Was it
This Save Darkness?
I don't know. Anyways, it happened. And that is my take on that. Let me know if you agree. And if you have not thought of that yet, I am so sorry to bring that to your attention.
I don't think it's like I don't have to have it.
No.
And I don't like...
I enjoy and kick my feet when there's a one-bed trip, especially in a romance.
There's more that I would put above that.
Yes, but I do like it.
I
do like it a lot. Like in Play Along, there's one part where they have to share a room, and I'm like, I would share a room with Isaiah Rhodes and be so happy.
You know what I'm thinking about? Avalon Tower. One bed trip. So good.
Forced proximity. I'm going to eat it up every time.
Smash. So good.
Did you know?
But like, what is forced proximity?
It's the same as the other one.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 93-7.
I feel like if you're a one bed, you're a forced proximity girly.
Right.
Because, like,
for sure,
they
which
go hand in hand together.
38 votes for smash and one vote
the
for
one
pass.
person? It wasn't my husband. It probably was my husband.
Look, let me see if I could. Taylor better not have voted on this stuff.
If he,
who was the one pass?
What?
Do you know her?
Yeah. Interesting. I feel like you need to ask her about that.
Out.
Yeah. Like, girl, what?
I'm a forced proximity girly every time.
Every time. But, like, I'm trying to think. So in Blood and Steel, there were a couple times when they had to, like, be in a closet. And I'm like, that is the forced proximity. Not, like, in the same room.
Oh my gosh.
I want them stuck in a closet together.
What's the third book in the Sarah Adams trilogy when they were stuck in the closet?
Big Bar of Steel.
Big Bar of Steel, when they're stuck in the closet.
Yes.
Because the sister, whoever came in, and then they start making out in the closet. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
Top tier forced proximity.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Okay. This one is a little bit of a shocker.
Really?
Touch her and die. Or touch her and 13% said pass.
Oh,
can you believe that?
Okay, I will say this is one trope that I feel like can be cheesy. It could be done not distastefully, but just like you've known each other for 3 days and you already want to kill somebody for them.
When it's like a fated mate or like a I know we're fated or something like that, then I understand that more. But like one I read recently was Twisted Love. That is a through and through touch her
100%.
But I feel like that was pushing it into the too much territory.
It just like was done too much.
Yes, and he was too overbearing. It got to a point where I'm like, dude, I don't like you now.
Yeah, that's how I feel with Resand.
Yeah, honestly, same. The more we sit on that, the more I'm like,
am I a Resand hater? I'm a Cassian lover.
I'm an Azriel lover. Reese is on the bottom of my tier for those three.
100%.
It is Azriel, Cassian.
I feel like Reese. I go against the flow because like I'm not even a Rowan girly. I'm a Chaol girly.
I don't mind Rowan.
And I'm kind of obsessed with Lorcan.
Look, we'll get to the Rowan in a minute.
Okay.
We'll get to the Rowan in a minute.
Okay.
The next one was Who Did This to You?
Oh, Eat It Up every time. Eat It Up.
Like 20 people said no. And I'm like, what?
Okay. I keep talking about this book because I just listened to it, but The Blood and Steel, like they had not even kissed yet. And this dude did something to her and he immediately was like, who did this to you? And I was like, oh my God. Love.
It was a book I listened to. Oh, no, it was a book I read for that interview we have coming up. And she was the one who said, who did this to you? And I was like, wow, you don't ever get a girl version of who did this to you.
Okay, yeah, no.
I've
never seen that for a girl either.
I'll have to figure out the name of it.
I do think that like that is, I think I like this one better than Toucher and because that is more of a like, who am I going to beat up? It's not like you're not even looking at her, but I'm going to threaten you.
I don't know. I kind of like the possessiveness. But that's just who I am as a person.
You know what I was going to say? I was going to say, I like that, but not for dark romance.
Well, it's giving Lights Out. And that's like...
And we all know how I feel about that.
One of my faves. It's not one of Mackenzie's faves.
We'll chat later.
Who is the one person that said they didn't like Enemies to Lovers? Because...
I'm sorry. We can't be friends. There's no way. Enemies to Lovers is...
Top tier.
Like my
definitely
number
top 5.
1.
Definitely top 5 for me.
I want them like tearing at each other's throats and then all of a sudden being like, I love you.
I do enjoy, I think what makes me love Enemies to Lovers so much is the banter that it brings. Because they just tear each other down so much. Now, would I love Enemies to Lovers in real life? Absolutely not, because I would get my feelings entirely too hurt. Because
valid.
I am a Cancer and I cry.
I'm an Aries. I'm the one hurting the feelings.
Yeah, so. And I'm the one crying in the corner. So
I'd be the enemy. I'm the enemy in the enemy. So.
Will I hurt somebody's feelings? if I have to. But typically it ends in me crying myself with my feelings.
I hurt my own feelings.
So
I will say that, like, I feel like every fantasy is a typical enemies to lovers. And so usually with romance, I like it better because, like, the banter is different. And then I think with the friends to lovers, I don't like the less communication behind that. That is the part that bothers me about friends to lovers.
I agree.
And I think that's my problem with it.
Well, I understand it kind of because they're like, I don't want to ruin the friendship. Peace with.
I was about to say, but according to Taylor,
ruin the friendship. But I get why they would be hesitant, but also just tell her you like
talk to each other. If y'all are BFFs.
If you both have hints that you like each other, like in that Sarah Adams book, the
cheat sheet that I read, yes.
You could. It was obvious they both liked each other.
Yes, like
it was
that
obvious.
was like, hello. Very obvious. Boo. Yeah.
You like each other.
Literally how I felt the whole time. Yeah. I'm like, please, Lord, stop yelling at each other.
Brother's best friend is one of my favorite tropes. Like top 2. Brother's best friend, single dad. I think that might be top 2. I know.
Brother's best friend, agreed.
I love a single dad. But we'll get to that in a sec. Brother's best friend or best friend's brother. Like either one of those, they're interchangeable to me.
For sure.
One of my favorites.
100% top 5.
Love. Anything with a brother's best friend trope, you can just go ahead and put that down.
But like, what do people like if they don't like that? You know? Like, what are your options?
I don't know.
What are you reading? Because I'm always reading friend's best friend.
Yeah, it's like brother's best friend, best friend's brother. Like
every time.
Either one of those. Like it is interchangeable. But only 81% said that they didn't, that they liked it. The other 19% said they didn't.
Interesting.
That's so sad. I can give you some book recs. I promise they're good.
I have to remember, like, not everyone reads like how we do.
I know. But if you read a bad one, just message me and I got you. Okay.
And I want to know what you like. I like to know what people think are bad books, and I like loved them. I love those conversations because I'm like, let's like we saw this differently.
Yeah.
Let's chat.
Right.
I love that.
Like me and you with lights out. It's fine.
100%. We have different beliefs.
Okay. A love triangle.
Hate. Loathe.
Entirely.
Literally. I am the Grinch when it comes to love triangles.
The only love triangle so far
the same one
that I've liked.
Say you swear.
Okay. The only 2 love triangles we have liked, because you liked this one too, is Say You Swear and the Wolf King.
Yeah. Okay. Mainly because we don't know what's coming.
Those are the 2 exceptions right now.
I will say, one with Say You Swear, I just like the fact that I felt so unsure about what I thought the whole time is why I don't like love triangles. But when one of them is made out to be the enemy, I like that.
Yes.
I do like that.
Kind of, that's what. And then Direbound, is it not kind of also a love triangle right now? It is.
Right now. Or it was up
but
until...
I don't like that one because if I have to kind of like both of the MMCs to be into it. And if you make me hate one early on and then introduce someone else and she's kind of interested in both, when obviously one is a douche canoe and you know they don't end up together, then that's when I'm like,
yeah,
that's not for me.
Like, why did you wait so long to give me the real one?
Right. But if it's like the Wolf King and Say You Swear, they were both introduced in the beginning and you genuinely have no idea where this is going until, well, Say You Swear, I've already finished it, so I know where it is going now. But
in the meantime, like when I first started reading it, I was texting Megan. I was like, I actually hate you.
Yeah,
because I hate love triangles.
Those are the 2 exceptions. So if you don't like love triangles, if you're the 78% that voted that you hate love triangles, then try those 2. I promise that you will like them. Because we are not generally big fans either.
No.
Insta Love. I'm reading 2 books with Insta Love right now. I don't like it.
You do?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
It's not my favorite. Like, it is, for some people, they're so like, I will not read a book with Insta Love. I will immediately DNF it, blah, blah, blah.
I won't DNF it, but I'm just like, this is obnoxious.
It's not a deal breaker for me, but it is not my favorite trope. But
I will say that I also
Because honestly, would you consider fated mates insta love?
Yes.
And everybody loves fated mates, but everybody hates insta love.
Unless they're not aware, maybe. Like my problem
one party is always aware.
That's true. But see, then that creates yearning if the other one does not, which is what I love. I love a good yearn. Love a good yearn.
That's debatable.
What?
I mean, I love a good yearn, but that whole, if you hate insta love but love fated mates, please tell me how they're not the same. Because they are the same. I would like to have a convo with you.
Actually loving each other completely with their fated mates? Or is it like, because I feel like there's some things where it's like they are enemies to lovers, and then when they finally do come together, like I always think of Quicksilver.
Yeah, but you always know that they're going to be together in the end, like at the end of the book, because they're fated.
Right.
And one of them always, even if they pretend like they don't, one of them always loves the other.
Yeah, that's debatable. What am I thinking about then? Feyre and Rhysand aren't fated mates, are they? I mean, no. They are fated mates, but they're not insta love, are they? There's a little bit of enemies there.
There is a little bit of insta love there.
Love with Tamlin.
Oh God,
insta love with Tamlin.
But that was bad. That was bad judgment on her part.
Ignorant is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
Speaking of which, do you think Tam Tam is going to have a redemption arc?
That is the one redemption arc I do not want. She did it enough with Ness, so we don't need a redemption arc for Tamlin. He's fine. So? No, he don't need nobody.
He don't need nobody.
If he ends up with Elaine,
that would be wild.
Because I'm backing this whole thing because didn't she say that the mate bond does not have to be reciprocated? So like, I don't think Elaine and Lucien are supposed to be together.
Who's Lucien supposed to be with then?
I think I'm having to remember and recall. I think that isn't he supposed to be with one of those Valkyrie girls? Gwendolyn.
No, Gwen and Azriel are supposed to be together.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking of then?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's Elaine and Lucien though.
It's the other one though. I know which one you're talking about.
Well,
on to the next one.
Third
act breakup. I feel like it happens in literally every romance.
Yeah. I get thoroughly excited when there's not a third act breakup.
Oh yeah, same.
I'm just like, thank you to the author.
I wish there was less third act breakups. Like, I feel like you can come up with a different reason for them to separate. Or like, even, I love it when they have an issue but work through it without breaking up.
Would you say that you would also put into that category like third act issue? Like, it doesn't even have to be them breaking up. Like, I feel like if there's not a third act breakup, that I feel like in the third act, there's something going on that is like testing them.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I just hate it when they break up for absolutely no reason for 2 days.
That's fair.
Because that is a giant, like, you could have talked that out. You could have had one conversation.
Because that goes back to like a miscommunication trope too, which I hate.
I feel like third act breakup and miscommunication go hand in hand.
100%, because that's usually what happens.
Yeah. And you can definitely have a third act like issue and then work through it like actual adults in a relationship.
Correct.
Not
unless your character is in like Binding 13 when you're 12. So
yeah,
that would track.
When we had an issue with our significant others, did we break up with them or did we work through it?
No,
like adults. We worked through it like adults.
That's fair.
That's fair. We did not break up.
Third act breakups. Let's end them.
To the 17% of you who like third act breakups, I would love an explanation as to why you like.
Well, like not even a book, but just like justify that for us, please.
Please.
We'd love a good justification.
No judgment.
Just a justification.
Just curious, because I'm not
we
getting
got questions.
And to the 5% of you who said you liked a miscommunication trope, why?
What? We are judging on this one.
I'm judging on that
We're judging on this one because what do you mean you like a miscommunication trope?
Yeah, third act breakup is maybe okay.
That's more tolerable than miscommunication.
I will DNF a book from big miscommunication trope.
It's infuriating because you're just like, hello.
And you can tell when it's going to be a gigantic miscommunication trope too. And
I'm just feel it coming and you're like,
there was
speed through.
Oh my gosh, it was a Lucy score book. That was the worst miscommunication trope I have ever read in my life. And it was about it was literally HGTV in a book, and they were building a house and filming the house. And I was like, oh, this is so cool, because I used to love that home improvement show or whatever it was with Ty.
Bus. Yeah.
This was just like that.
Oh.
No. Giant miscommunication trope the whole time. I gave it 2 stars. Oof. It was so bad.
That's rough.
It was a good story, but she ruined it. Reckless FMC.
I think it's a part.
96% said pass.
I mean, pass if I didn't have to. But in fantasy, I feel like it is almost detrimental to the plot.
Yeah.
Because at some point, like when the FMC is reckless, they find something out about themselves, or they discover their powers or whatever can be this certain way. I think it's necessary for the plot, but the whole time I'm just sitting there like, why are you this way? Just get it through your heart's goal that you are not invincible. But I think it's necessary, unfortunately.
The next one is your absolute favorite trope.
I feel like this is sarcasm.
It is sarcasm.
Okay. Thank you.
Accidental pregnancy.
I will say, Hannah Bonham Young, I did like Out on a Limb. It's the only one I got for you.
28% said smash. Honestly.
Ew, why?
I don't mind an accidental pregnancy trope. I don't mind it.
That and single dads, it's not me.
You take that back.
This is going to sound so awful.
Take that back.
This is so awful. I'm sorry. People, I have a child, just to remind y'all that I'm not.
2 childs.
I know, but I'm trying to give myself some street cred here that I'm not about to just get canceled when I say that I don't want children in my books. You know?
I feel like most of the kids I read about are super cool though.
But you know what's funny? I end up liking and loving the books that I read that have the children in them. Like Julia Olivia's If It Makes You Happy.
Across the Vanishing Sky as a Single Mother. Absolutely tore it up.
I end up loving the books, but while being told, don't tell me that it's in the book, just don't tell me there's a kid in the book, and then I'll read it and love it.
I think I love it though.
Why?
It's because when you see a man being a good dad,
true,
and he's also hot, and doing all the things you want from a book boyfriend, and he's a good dad,
that's fair.
And he's a good dad, you're like, that's daddy.
That's daddy.
That's daddy.
That's fair.
Daddy Cade.
I'll give you that.
Daddy Malachi.
I'll give
Malachi Rhodes. Those are my top 2.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah. And then
because they're a little bit more mature too.
Yes. And then when you have a single mom and the dad steps up to be the dad for a child that's not his.
Yeah, daddy.
That's also daddy. Daddy Dex in Vanishing Sky. And he has glasses. And I'm like,
ooh.
Daddy.
I'm here for that.
See, I'm changing your mind. Daddy.
Just don't tell me about it beforehand. And then I won't like even think about it. I'll just read it like normal. But like if you're like, oh, hey, this is a single dad, I'm like, pass. Pass.
What about a fake dating?
Yes.
I lied. That's my number one trope. That's my number one. Fake.
That even might be higher than enemies to lovers.
Yes.
I love a good fake dating story. Like
fake / practice dating.
Everything about it.
Like teacher student.
Not like an actual teacher student.
Oh, no. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that.
Mentor mentee.
That one. Let me rephrase that.
Sorry, my teacher ran just said, nope.
Like in Practice Makes Perfect, when he was teaching her how to date. That
they were both adults.
Both consenting adults.
Yes. Within age range. I mean, she loves her good age gap, but not that age gap.
Not that kind of age.
Okay.
My bad.
Reconvene. Fake dating. And I feel like sometimes, honestly, top tier, superior is when they have to fake date and they are enemies.
I love that so much.
Chef's kiss.
Or when they have to get into a marriage
And Marriage of Convenience.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to love freaking Play Along when you get to it. And I really want you to start reading it soon because they have to be in a marriage and she hates him. She hates him.
Love it.
And he's always like, I love it when you're mean to me, Kenny. And he calls her Kenny.
That's what my husband calls me.
Please you just need to skip Caught Up and read Play Along.
After next week, my life will go back to normal and I will have so much more free time to read. Yeah. I've not read hardly anything.
He calls makes her me Kenny.
Okay. Just call me Kennedy.
And she has red hair.
I love a good FMC with red hair.
That's her microtrope.
It is my microtrope because it's relatable. Like, duh, Ariel's my favorite princess. Should you talk about age gap?
I don't mind an age gap.
You should have put that up on the Instagram page because I am curious to know how many people love a good age gap.
A lot of people love an age gap.
Stories afterwards because I'm really curious.
A lot of people love an age gap. I don't think you're in the minority, but I think a lot more people love an age gap than you think. Now, do I love... Okay.
What about like an extreme age gap? Like, what's your max?
I mean, I loved Willa and Cade.
You just made a relationship name for them.
Willa and Cade, and they were 13 years.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think that would be my max, 13 years. But
I think 4 is my max.
Like in bye. In the last one of this one, Wild Card, I think it is, the LC Silver one.
The purple one.
That is where I draw the line, where she is his son's ex-girlfriend.
That's weird.
And that's weird to me because, like, you saw your son date her.
Yeah. That's like
and your son brought
questions.
Like, if you love that and that is your cup of tea, I am thrilled for you and that journey, but that is not for me. That is where I draw the line. Like, if there's anything weird like that, then I'm like,
No, I feel like that's like understandable.
Yeah.
I don't like age gaps.
I don't mind it. I really don't. It does not bother me in the slightest.
I don't like it when maybe it becomes because the plot.
Well, my mom, one of her husbands was... My mom has been married multiple times. Sorry, mother. One of her husbands was like 14 years older than her. So that's normal for me. They were married 8 years.
Wow.
So like, that's probably why it does not bother me very much. And Brandon's almost 3 years older than me. But an age gap is whatever.
Yeah.
When it gets 15 years plus, that's when I'm a little like, you were in high school when she was born.
I always think of Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Like, when you say age gap, my mind is Hugh Hefner.
Playboy Bunny.
And the Bunnies.
Yeah.
And there's like a 50-year age gap.
That's
where my head
definitely
goes
not what it's like.
And I know. But that's where my head is.
You liked Twisted Games. There's 10 years. 10 years.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
See, if it's not a part of the plot, then it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
If it's just like, hey, this person is older than me, and then we just continue life, love that.
Yeah.
It does not even, I don't even think twice about it. But I feel like the brother, like the son's ex thing, I think that would be weird.
That is when I am just, not it. That is when I exit the situation. I am good on that.
What about a slow burn?
I love a slow burn.
I want it to almost like be a freaking just like ember in the wind.
Because I don't mind if there's a fast burn. I don't mind if there's a slow burn. I'm fine either way. As long as whenever you're a fast burn, you're not going at it like bunny rabbits the whole book, That
Hooked was a fast burn.
And then some books you read, something will go down in the first chapter and then it won't happen again until the end,
Right.
And
like in Out on a Limb, The Deal. Like, I literally, when I first read The Deal, was like, ew, why are we talking about Kara Graham? And then immediately King. So that's, I do that if it pertains to the plot.
Are you so excited for Garrett Graham to be a daddy next week? His book comes out, that book comes out next week.
Yes. Love Garrett Graham.
Yes, we do.
Daddy Garrett.
if it is a slow burn though, then I want there to be all of the tension.
Oh, tension
I
is
need
what
there
makes or
to
break it.
be all of the tension, and I want them to literally brush fingertips and me be like, "Oh my god, kiss
Literally.
her."
Literally, me listening to Blood and Steel and Vows and Ruins.
When I was reading This Safe Darkness and he pinned her hands above her head while training, I was like,
Yes. Yes. Every time something was like about to happen, I mean, literally, he didn't even kiss her on the cheek. Like nothing in this book. But there was so many times that I was just like, and then nothing.
Like I was reading the book and I could like cut the tension
Correct.
with a knife. And I'm like, that is what I want. That is what I want with a slow burn. Like I don't care if nothing happens for the whole book. I want to yell at you for making nothing happen for the whole book. That needs
to be a question that we ask her. Like, what's your problem with slow burn? And why's it gotta be why's it gotta be that slow?
Why's it gotta be that slow?
Because that was so well done.
That was.
Okay, what about forbidden love? I feel like that's something that we don't see a lot in romance, but mainly in fantasy.
Every time I think about forbidden love, I think about the Taylor Swift song. And she's like, Romeo, take.
Oh, yeah. Love story for sure. That was Burning Daylight, which was literally a recreation of Shakespeare.
Was it? I don't mind. What about Morally Grey?
Every time.
Every time.
I also kind of like a Morally Grey FMC.
I love when...
We don't get a lot of them, and I really like them.
If he commits a crime, for me, I'm obsessed. Thank you, sir.
Correct.
Thank you, kind sir. I love you. This is why I thought you would like dark romance.
I have a lot of conflicting emotions about Hooked. Like I want to love that book, but there were some things that I was like, girl, what you doing? The plot, 10 out of 10. And like every connection to Peter Pan, I thought was fantastically done. She was 20 years old. He was like 26. Not that big of a deal. More so that like first time, you know? And she immediately fell in love. And then like there was a part where it was given a little bit of Stockholm syndrome.
I was about to say Stockholm
syndrome. And they even made a joke about it in the beginning of the book. And I was like, that's funny. Is that going to happen? But then immediately forgave him. So I was like, girl, she had a lot of
I feel like you have to look past things in dark romance. You know?
I, for this book, honestly, will look past that because I just really thought the plot of the book was really cool. And I really liked the tie-in to Peter Pan. Like, I thought that was... And I just imagined Hooked from Once Upon a Time the whole time I was reading it. And he is fantastic. I love that guy.
Okay, what about when he says, good girl?
Ew, no. It depends on the situation. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Let me defend myself.
My flabbers have been gasted.
Well, hear me out. I love that if they're like, if it's when they're still enemies and they're like fighting, but the tension is growing and they're like flirting a little bit and they like slide that in there.
I feel like I have issues because I love it anytime. Anytime.
I don't like
he
praise.
says good.
That makes it, I'm cringed out in a book. When
we are not the same. Okay, what
do you really like that? Because when I'm reading it, I'm like, why are you talking so much?
No, not me. Kaylee.
And like, okay, because
this is why I like dark romance. Apparently,
this might be my problem because like in dark romance, I feel like that is like a huge trope that's used just so much. But when they call attention to it, that's when I'm like, stop.
Okay, what about a hand on the throat moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Smash. Smash. Every time.
McKenzie, you are a puzzle that I'm not getting right now.
I'm telling you, I think it's the words thing. It's the words because I'm telling you, with their fighting, like with this book that I'm listening to, he makes these little jabs at her that are kind of innuendos like that I love, but they've like taken this pact to just be friends. And I'm like, oh my God, I love that. In the moment,
any reference to a 5-finger necklace, I'm sad.
Sad for sure.
I'm obsessed.
Just like you gotta use words.
You know what I don't like though? An Ice Queen FMC. like where she is just so like cold.
Yeah. Oh, we get a lot of that in fantasy too.
But also, I feel like I have a different definition of like an ice queen, because in Play Along, Kennedy is referenced as an ice queen, but I didn't think she was an ice queen. I just think she was
closed off.
I don't think she was an ice queen.
Right.
I think she was closed off because she had been hurt in the past. And
that's how I see it too.
Yeah. But I think is it Reckless from Elsie Silver? Winter is an ice queen, and her name's Winter.
Oh.
She is a freaking ice queen.
Oh.
That is what I would say the definition of an ice queen is, where you're a biatch for no reason.
Oh, see, I don't like that.
Yeah. That's my definition
just for
of an ice queen.
Okay, no, that's fair.
What about pet names?
Ma'am. I already don't like praise. I already got a problem with praise.
I don't mind it when they come up with like a nickname or something for them, but I feel like nicknames and pet names are different.
Very different. In Hooked, he called her pet, and I was like, that's a little much.
He called her,
and he had a
pet?
British accent, so I don't know if that's like a British thing. But he'd be like, I can't even. I'm not even going to say what he would say.
Please try.
He was always used at the worst times.
Ew.
And it was combined with praise. So that just was like, ah.
I absolutely adore Catherine Cowles, but I hate her pet names. Like Reckless, Sparrow.
They're just like very
chaos.
I liked Lawman. I liked that.
Did you?
Like, hey, Lawman. Like, that's not like a.
That's not weird.
Name.
It's not a. It's just like a nickname.
Yeah, Lawman.
Yeah, I don't see that as a pet name. I see that as more of a nickname. But like, I said, like Isaiah called her Kenny. I don't mind
Love
Red.
That.
You know, that doesn't bother me. But like some nicknames, some pet names, I'm just like, I don't want to listen to the whole book.
What about Grumpy Sunshine?
I love a Grumpy Sunshine.
Fun fact. I learned what a Grumpy Sunshine was.
You did not know what a Grumpy Sunshine was until like
3 months ago. So bad. I don't even know what I thought it was originally.
I don't know what you thought it was either.
Oh, no. Okay, I remember. I thought that it was like they were grumpy and then they turned sunshine.
Oh, like both of them.
Yeah, like they like transitioned from grumpy to sunshine.
Not like one grumpy.
No.
I remember that because I was like, yeah, he's the grumpy and she's the sunshine. And you were like, wait.
There's two of them?
They're separate?
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, they technically go from grumpy to sunshine, but I completely misunderstood that trope.
So
start
funny.
to finish. I misunderstood it.
Okay. We're going to do a quick little mom reader edition smash or pass.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's go.
Feel free to answer with us. Reading until 2 a.m. knowing your child wakes up at 6.
Smash. Every time.
Maybe not 2 a.m., but I do stay up until midnight on the frequent occasion.
If I'm neglecting my sleep habits, it's to read and not to work.
Right.
Like if I'm just like, I'm just going to work, bed at 9 o'clock. I'm going to read midnight.
Midnight. Absolutely. Especially if I'm hooked and I'm almost done with the book, I will stay up until whatever time to finish it.
100%.
Buying books instead of reading the ones you already own. Smash.
Every time smash.
You can never have enough shelf trophies.
Oh, heck no.
But
I did challenge myself to like read the current physical books that I have most recently bought for my TBR, and I'm halfway through them.
I'm so proud.
I feel like I'm like actually getting the worth, like the value of my money that I've spent.
See? Yeah.
But now, like, I don't want Burning Daylight.
No.
You know?
Maybe you can take it to Second and Charles to sell.
It is a pretty edition.
Yeah. Okay. Hiding a book delivery from your husband. We do that
I'm not
too
gonna
often.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. When we come back from Eagle Eye, and I got that little brown bag, I just bebop into my guest room where my bookcase is, or my non-existent bookcase, but my book stacks, and I just sit it in there. We don't talk about it because it's usually when they're asleep.
See, I have a good excuse because I buy books for the bakery, and I'm like, oh, these are for the bakery.
Wow. I need to own a bakery, I guess.
When we go to like Eagle Eye or like that book fair we're going to in 2 weeks, I'm taking cash.
Outside.
I'm taking cash.
Heck yeah. Actually, Caleb will probably do that to encourage me to only not spend a certain
What he knows.
Like, you right. I'll turn off my Apple Pay.
Little do you know is I have my card in addition to the cash. So
catch us. Just like ignore our bags at this book fair because I'm about to be unwell.
Okay, audiobooks while doing laundry every time.
I will literally sweep the floor 7 times to listen to my audiobook.
Clean just to listen to my audiobook.
You know who like doesn't mop on the regular? Me. You know who has started mopping on the regular? Me.
I have to because the kids, but I'll just plop in my audio, go do laundry, go clean my floors. Oh, those dishes look dirty. Let me wash them.
Yes, every time. Let me fold the 4 towels in there. Takes me an hour.
Do you listen to Smut in the school pickup line?
Listen,
and you're in a church fucking line.
Oh, I ain't picking her up. But like when I'm pulling into school, sometimes I'm just like volume 3, you know, just in case. And then I close out all my apps before I go into school because you won't catch me slipping.
Sometimes I catch myself slipping in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru and I know they can hear it.
About to say, one time I pulled up to a red light and I was listening to it and the person next to me, their window was down. And I kind of just looked over, like tried to make eye contact. Like, do you hear what I'm hearing right now? Like, how much can you hear? We need to experiment one day and just like drive next to each other
and see how much we can hear.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
A good, valid plan.
Like on a normal volume that we have it on.
Crying over fictional men. I cry over fictional characters all the time.
Every time.
It's really a problem.
I haven't cried in a minute. When was the last time I cried?
I can't relate. I cried at the end of Caught Up and Play Along, and I already knew what happened. But I just loved it so much. I cried.
I cried reading Book Lovers.
Did you? I didn't cry reading Book Lovers, but I relate to her, and I have closed off those traumas, so that's why I don't think I cried.
Oh, that shed a tear.
Starting a series you know will emotionally ruin you. That's a pass for me.
It's a pass.
Ma'am, you started Binding 13.
We did it for the pod, and then I had to finish the second book because I'm not a Ghoulian kind of girl. I can't do that.
I feel that.
So if I know ahead of time, then I'd be like, nah, I'll pass.
I'm going to pass on that. Well, that concludes today's Smash or Pass. Please let us know if you agree or disagree with anything, especially the miscommunication trope people. Like, I really need you to like hit us up
100%
because I need to know what is going through that beautiful brain of yours because it's not connecting with me.
We would like to know.
But next week we are doing Book Talk Yes, No, Maybe with popular book talk books. Yes. So tune into that to see what we think, or if we think all of the book talk books circulating that we have read are worth it.
Correct. Bye.
Bye.